Marathons, barbecues, fireworks, and of course, the parade. Thanks for tuning into Midday. I'm Maria Chaleos. Lots of activities going on tomorrow for the holiday. Pioneer Day in Utah, we have special coverage on KSL News Radio. Let's begin with the weather. KSL meteorologist Matt Johnson has a look at the temps as the day goes on.
Yep, it's a big day ahead of us, Pioneer Day. The forecast looks real nice. We'll start with the temperatures at 5:30 in the morning. It's probably going to be in the low 70s for those who are running the marathon. If you're sleeping overnight, you'll likely wake up to temps in the upper 60s. But those upper 60s don't hit till about the 6-7 a.m. hour with partly cloudy skies. Parade forecast, we're going to be partly cloudy with temperatures in the 70s and low 80s. If you're barbecuing later that afternoon, how about a high of 93? We cool off nicely just in time for fireworks and drone shows. It'll be in the upper 70s with mostly clear skies.
If you were like a lot of people, you might be trying to get out of Salt Lake for the holiday. Maybe you have a 4-day weekend planned. If you're heading out to the water, Matt Johnson says it's looking nice at many places, but still cold in some of the other lakes. And of course, algal blooms. How are those looking right now?
Really big boating forecasts, and the temperatures of the lakes running quite nice right now. This is the warmest time of year as far as lake water temperatures are concerned. Fish Lake down in central Utah, the temperature 65. Jordanelle 67. Here comes the warmth. Bear Lake is 72. Still a little bit chilly getting in that water, but Flaming Gorge 74. Pineview water temp 76. And then it's bathwater for Utah Lake, 78. Sand Hollow and Lake Powell, both at 80 degrees. I will put out a disclaimer, though, folks. We've had a little bit more blue-green algae spottings this year on our lakes, including Lake Powell. So please check with the state parks or the lake that you'll be visiting. Give them a call or look it up online because, yes, we've been seeing a little bit more of that algae this year on the average.
And make sure you've downloaded the free KSL weather app so you can keep track of all the weather movements as you get outside for Pioneer Day. Runners will rule the roads tomorrow morning in downtown Salt Lake City. KSL News Radio's Tammy Kikuchi reports the rest of us should be prepared for road closures.
The Deseret News Marathon will start at 5:30 a.m. in Immigration Canyon and eventually wind through the city and end in Liberty Park. Many of the impacted roads will have traffic restrictions, but the Pioneer Day Parade starts at 9 a.m., closing roads primarily down 2nd East to 9th South. Drivers should be aware that traffic won't be allowed to cross the parade route.
All roads should be passable by about 2 in the afternoon. People are already getting set up for the parade, camping along the street ahead of the festivities. KSL News Radio's Virl Johansson spoke to a couple of people already in place.
So we do this every year. It's starting to camp out earlier and earlier. We actually got here on Monday night. We've been here since Monday night. There was hardly anybody here, but I feel like we got a really good spot, except for the sprinklers came on last night. So.
Well, today I've only been here for about 5 hours, but I had a brother-in-law here before me and another brother-in-law before him. And I've got other people coming after me today, and we've got people coming to stay overnight.
What are you most excited for to see at the parade today, or at least about the parade?
Oh, there's nothing exciting about a parade. We just have fun as a family, so the parade is fine, but it's mostly the fun we have with the family.
We are pretty special here in Utah. We get 2 times in July to light off fireworks, and the second time is underway right now. Many people love to pull out the explosives and have some fun celebrating Utah's unofficial birthday. Now, if you are planning to shoot off some fireworks for the holiday, you have until Friday, the 25th at 11 p.m., and as you plan your fun, there are several things that you need to keep in mind so that you and your family and friends stay safe.
Responsible adults should be the one that should be lighting off fireworks, okay? Fireworks are designed to be safe. They're designed to be used appropriately. But if those guidelines aren't followed, whether you're lighting off multiples at one time, you're holding it in your hand and you're trying to light it, you are greatly increasing your danger of having a fireworks mishap. And yeah, I see those memes all the time where it says, hey, tonight's going to be the last night somebody has all 10 digits. We don't want that to be you.
That is Sandy Fire Battalion Chief Mike Kessel. He says you have to make sure that you're being smart so you don't start any fires. In Salt Lake City, they're taking extra precautions and staffing more than usual. Also, they're ready to respond if anything breaks out. Here's Bob Silverthorne, a division chief with the Salt Lake City Fire Department.
A lot of times when we go outside, we feel the warmth, we feel the wind, and for us as firefighters, that's a trigger point for us to have a heightened sense of awareness. And so at the fire department, we take several steps to be prepared, more so than normal, and that includes upstaffing fire engines, getting around patrolling certain areas to see what the vegetation, the fuel loading is looking like, and seeing where people are behaving appropriately within the city limits.
The American Red Cross's Jeremiah LaFranca says the most common injury that they see with fireworks deals with the hands.
Right, so we see people that light a firework, they want to throw like a flower or do something like that, and we see fingers getting blown off. We see injuries that happen with the hand. They end up in the ER. That's a common thing that we see, especially with bottle rockets and so on. So just make sure you're not holding the fireworks when you're lighting them off.
He says, you parents, you really have to make sure your kids are using fireworks safely, especially things as simple as sparklers.
Biggest concern is especially with young children. So about half of the fireworks related injuries under the age of 12 are related to sparklers. So kids just run around with the sparklers. They burn at about 1,800 degrees Fahrenheit to 3,000 degrees Fahrenheit. That's enough to melt some metals. And so these kids are running around with those, they get in somebody's face, those burns happen, we see that with hands, arms. So just encourage people to keep them at arm's length, make sure that you're supervising them at all times, because that's really where a lot of the accidents happen for kids.
You need to make sure that you're also being safe with the fireworks so you don't start any fires. Now, if you are going to light some fireworks, Chief Kessel says to make sure you have a water bucket handy.
The best way to make sure your fireworks are out after you're all done having your fun is to have one of those 5-gallon buckets next to you that you can fill up with water, place them in that bucket, let them sit there for a couple of hours, and that'll guarantee that they're out, right? The cardboard and everything will get mushy and stuff, and then you can empty the water in your grass or whatever, and then you can dump those fireworks into your garbage can, and that's going to be the best way that you can prevent something like that happening on the side of your home tomorrow night.
Division Chief Silverthorne tells KSL TV that if you can avoid the fireworks this year and find another way to celebrate, everyone might be better off.
In my mind, I think it's almost a year to kind of just maybe take a pause in fireworks and look for other alternatives for entertainment.
It's that bad?
Yeah, for sure. I think it's just a year to just kind of take a pause and look for other alternatives for entertainment for this holiday season.
You can find more tips and resources to keep yourself and your family safe around fireworks by visiting our website, kslnewsradio.com.